Hi. In your commentary, I thought that you made a wonderfully provocative assertion when you said that ever since Maimonides, the Jewish world has had the mistaken impression that tzedakah should not be a public act. And I'm wondering if you could say a little bit more about why you think it should be a public act.
I think there's been a sense that anonymity is more respectful. People maintain their honor, their own kavod more by not publicizing the fact of their tzedakah. But I think that that really stems from the idea of face-to-face tzedakah and not modern philanthropy. So that if you can imagine meeting a homeless person or someone who's obviously in need, there would certainly be a sense of protecting their dignity by somehow trying to minimize as much as possible that face-to-face contact so they wouldn't feel embarrassed and that somehow there would be an intermediary method that would prevent that embarrassment from happening. But I really think that in the modern world, with the way philanthropy exists today, that there is great amount of benefit to be gained by people actually making known the fact that they have used their wealth in a important and dignified way that brings to bettering the world, to tikkun olam. I also thought something that I didn't write in my commentary, but it also occurred to me that in terms of exploring Jewish history and being able to go back to example for synagogues from the Second Temple period, our understanding of the Jewish past is enriched by the fact that they did publicize donors and benefactors to synagogues, including women's names. So if all that giving had been done anonymously, those important historical facts would have been lost to us.
Interesting. And what do you think about the fact that sometimes people get very caught up in their own act of giving, and sometimes it raises the question of what the origin of their desire to give is?
Uh-huh. Well, I think Judaism pretty clearly says that with tzedakah, the kavanah, the intent, is less important than the act itself. That it's unlike prayer, where you really need the kavanah to make the act legitimate, let's say. But I think of helping either a person, a project, that we would hope that the intention is as selfless as possible. But I often also think of the whole discussion about the Yetzer Hara, the evil inclination, that without that, the world wouldn't move forward. So I think we can grant to people, a little bit of their own ego needs of seeing their name publicized. But again, I think in the modern philanthropic world, when you look at donor books or buildings, I mean, there's so many names there that it's not as if one person's name's in the limelight. But I think it has really become an accepted thing that it's a significant piece of donor recognition, of creating a certain standard. In my commentary, I referred to the Gates-Buffett pledge, which I think is tremendously important, that people who have the capacity could give 50% or more of their wealth to tzedakah. And I think that's something that would probably only happen because they and others came forward and let their names be used for such a good and important cause.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts.